Steve, how's it going?
It's going well. Happy Easter to you and everybody else, Bill.
Yeah. Happy Easter. I'm a little disappointed because really the thing I look forward to the most with Easter, at least the way it's been going the past decade or so for me, is there's that freaking chocolate bunny that I like to get from Walmart. It's got this derpy look on its face. That's the thing I look forward to the most from
Did you
Easter.
get it this year?
No, they didn't even carry it. They didn't have it. It's like it's the cheap hollow bunny with the. It's like they try to do the eyes, and they always come out crossed. So I call it kind of like the derpy bunny, and it's like the cheapest. I mean, it's a big bunny, but it's like the cheapest thing. It's like they should have it. They should have it every year. I'm not sure why they.
Very disappointing. Very
Yeah, I'm
disappointing.
extremely disappointed in that. So, anyways,
Sorry to
hey,
hear.
we're drawing comics, right?
Right on.
We're drawing some Zen Bounty Wars. I was actually finishing up page 2, and I started working on page 3, so we can actually just kind of start talking about that a little bit while
Yeah.
I'm finishing up some little details here.
So let's see. Page. I'm reading from my script.
Actually, you know what? I got something to tell you. Our backer 100.
Yeah.
That was our good friend Pops.
Oh, he was.
Our
I think he was in the hospital.
He was in the hospital recently. Yeah, he's got some health issues he's dealing with and some surgery scheduled. So of course we're hoping he feels better. But he's home now and kind of waiting for that schedule to pop up.
Well,
But I
hi,
thought that was
pops, and we wish you the best and thank you.
absolutely, man. Yeah, backer 100. I didn't even know what he messaged me telling me that I could call him number 100, and I was like, I didn't understand what he meant at first. And I'm like, oh, that's what he meant. He's actually backer 100. So I thought that was cool.
Very cool. Well, we wish him well, and hope he gets over whatever is ailing him at the moment.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. We all got to deal with some kind of health issue at some point.
Oh, tell me about it.
Oh man, let's see, bring this camera over here a little bit closer.
So this is page 2 you're working on.
Yeah. Just finishing little details on page 2. Royce, what's up, dude?
Royce, that's a
It's
name I
good.
haven't seen before.
Really? Yeah, Royce is our good friend and supporter and collector.
Hey,
Known Royce
Royce.
for right, actually known Royce for quite a few years from the
Really?
from yeah. I think Royce, we met in San Diego, didn't we? I know that's the show I see you at the most. So I'm pretty sure I met you in San Diego. Considering that's the
Royce
only
should
place.
tell us if he's going to be there this year because I'll be there at the First Comics booth. And if anything he needs signed, just bring him along. That goes for anybody listening. And I never, ever have charged to autograph anything, and I never will. You could take that to the bank, so to speak.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you popped in, hanging out with us for a few minutes. We're over here working on this here book.
This page 2 looks amazing.
Yeah, just getting some little final details. I was making sure I had all the pencil erased out from underneath.
Yeah, so
And
I'm going to just read from my script because people can
yeah,
see.
go for it,
Like
go for it.
panel 1, it says Zen hustles behind a rock, pulling out his photon stick, which I
Got you.
see there. And Zen says, "Put down your weapon and come along peaceably, Vardor." Vardor is, of course, his quarry. Okay,
Right. I'll only
and
interrupt.
Vardor.
I'll only interrupt when I'm reading from the chat. Let's see. Roy says I can't be there. Oh, you can't be there this year. It's your wife's 40th birthday.
Wow. Well,
Wow! Happy
congrats.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. You definitely have to. We know what's important. We know the priorities. Let's see.
Absolutely.
Hoping to get her. Oh, hoping to get her there next year. Okay, get her in next year. Got you. That was a new word. I was reading Geithnerian. I'm expired for new Zen. I'm assuming you said excited.
Well, I'm sure it's excited. You're right. Great.
Oh
Thank
man.
you, Royce. Thank you. I
Well,
don't know if Royce has pledged as yet, but hopefully he'll get that book number one. It's going to be a classic. Which is what you're working on right now, Bill.
That's it. That's it. It's kind of cool that we can actually see us working on the book before we even release it. I think that's kind of a cool little dealio.
So getting back to panel one, from off the panel, Vardor says, "No way in hell, Zen." And in panel two, it says a large chunk of rock near Zen's head is blasted, nearly hitting Zen as it flies off. Okay. And panel three, which I love, that's close on Vardor, and Zen speaks off panel in that panel, and he says, "Don't make this any harder on yourself than it has to be." And Vardor says, "Yeah, right."
Royce says that he pledged on the first day, my friend. First day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my friend.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You know how much that means to me, dude. It's like the support from my friends is that's the best, man. That's the best.
Did you just switch over to page 3, Bill?
I just switched over to page 3. I'm kind of back and forth a little bit. Keep on reading page 2 because I still got some details to put on page 2. Keep on reading.
And then panel 4 on page 2, Zen says, "Okay, have it your way." And panel 5, Zen blasts the branch that he's seen, and it cracks off. This branch is above Vardor's head, okay? So we know what's going to happen on the next page.
There you go.
Zen is nothing if not kind of clever. He's my clever alter ego.
All right, so we're blasting the branch right there. All right, now we'll head over to page 3.
I haven't seen any of page 3 yet, Bill.
Yeah, you haven't seen any of it yet. Yeah, let me bring the camera in closer. I'll bring the camera in closer just so you can see what the panels look like.
Look at that panel 1. That's the branch falling down onto the unwitting Vardor. Okay, that looks great. And panel 2 is going to knock him out. Excellent. Excellent. And panel 3, Zen stands over his fallen quarry. He says, "Okay, Pod, come get us," because he's got his man now.
There you go. Here you go. Royce has a quick question in between panels here. He says, "Are you planning to do a collection of the past Zen books that us guys did together?"
Well, sure. I mean, some of the stories we've done together, or that Bill has completely written and illustrated himself, have been collected. Of course, this goes back a ways, right into the 90s.
Goes back a ways. It'd be kind of cool to put together an Entity Comics Bill collection of all of our stories together. I think that would be pretty sweet to do that. But
I'd say, sure, we could. Yeah, I mean that's
because anything that was anything that was under Entity Comics. I couldn't speak for anything that was under Archie or anything else, but I could speak for Entity Comics, and I would certainly look forward to that. So that's something that we have full permission.
Well, there's a lot of material there. Boy,
might put together a phone book.
Yeah. All right, we'll take that under serious consideration.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Royce says that I don't have them all, but I would like to.
Yep.
So that would be a cool way to do that. We'll make it like the Bill and Steve Entity Collection.
That'd be cool.
Something like that. Yeah, we'll try to make a way to do that because one of the reasons that we haven't collected it up till now is that when we switched over from Entity Comics. See, Don Chin was the original publisher at Entity Comics for all those years, and a lot of those files and stuff were lost over time. So this is going to be a situation where I'm going to have somebody actually rescan a lot of those pages and stuff, so that way we can actually put the books back together again. So that takes some time.
That's how we did the Lamore Supreme book. We had to rescan everything.
Yeah, because all those files got lost one way or another back when I was given the keys to the publishing arm. So all that stuff wasn't around. It was already gone. So. All right, so the next panel. All right.
Now this is where things get kind of hairy, right? In the fourth panel, suddenly a hole is blown in Vardor's head, and Zen recoils. He says, "What the hell?"
Yeah, so I got a good expression on Zen's face. I mean, once I kind of like finish it up there, so he's very surprised. But I just implied the fact that he got shot,
Okay.
and then because in the very last panel, I show him like with the hole right in his head, so that way, so the panel here where he gets shot, and then
Sure. Now,
and then
so the big panel 5, is that going to be where Jackson the headhunter it first appears?
that's it.
Yeah.
That's his first appearance. He's kind of coming out from behind some leaves, kind
Right.
of coming because he was kind of like hidden in the background. That's why Zen didn't notice that he was just there.
Right. Now Jackson the headhunter is what is called a bounty killer. This is a guy who's a bounty hunter, but who always kills his prey, even if the contract is dead or alive. And Zen is not going to take too well to that.
Exactly. In fact, you can see how surprised and in a bad way Zen is when he sees him get shot.
Yeah.
And in the last panel where our bounty killer is kind of like looking down, like he doesn't even care. He doesn't even care that he killed this character.
Well, that's what he does.
That's it. That's it.
It looks great,
so
Bill. This is great. And, this just goes to show, how you interpret what I write. When I write a script, I tend to write a fairly sparse script, without very, very definitive actions, so that the artist can interpret it, be creative with it. And so what you did here, Bill, is like you did a little extra foreshadowing in that 4th panel, which is great. It just makes it more dramatic.
yeah, I'm really glad you like it, dude.
Oh yeah.
And I like the idea. I like how you write your scripts. Giving some leeway.
Yeah.
Because it does make it a lot of fun to be able to kind of like co-direct it with you.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you're really the director. I look, when you make a movie, right? There's the screenwriter, and then there's the director, right? They're two different people 99% of the time. As far as I'm concerned, you're the director, and because you're the visual guy, you set up the shots, and that's why I write my scripts kind of sparse, pretty much the way. If I were to write this book as a screenplay, the screenplay would look very similar. Just a little formatting change, but not content change to the graphic novel script, the comic
Right.
script. Roy says he'll gladly sign up to buy the Zen phone book.
Excellent. My man.
Thank you, Roy.
Yeah, I see that we got quite a few people hanging out with us. I really appreciate you guys. I know it's harder to comment or to leave anything in the chat if you happen to be on X, formerly known as Twitter. I know there's a thing to that.
So some people are actually watching this not on YouTube, huh? But on
Right. I'm broadcasting this on my YouTube channel, but I'm also broadcasting at the same time on my Facebook page and also on my Twitter page.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that myself.
So we actually got some people from all over.
Very cool. Well, we thank you all for hanging out with us and supporting what we're doing, because to me, the kickstarting is the wave of the future, because it's like it's the modern equivalent of a grassroots campaign.
Oh yeah.
And that allows us as Now, we do have a publisher, it's First Comics, which is a very well-established indie comic publisher. In fact, it was the preeminent, if not first, independent comic publisher back in the day. But nonetheless, our publisher, Ken Levin, he's very supportive of what we're doing on Kickstarter, because he too believes that this going direct to the fans is the future of the business.
Yeah, we've got some great support with our friends over at First Comics.
Right.
and they're very involved in lots of things in the entertainment biz. I mean, Ken is a well-established producer.
Yeah, he's currently executive producer of The Boys on Amazon Prime, which is like a huge hit, and it's already spawned a spin-off, Gen V,
Right, right. Yeah, I
and
really
so
liked. I liked Gen V. I watched it right when it came out. That was a lot of fun.
yeah,
It's cool to see how it ties up to the other stuff.
exactly. So and there's the next season of The Boys is going to happen. I think it's the fifth season, which is pretty remarkable, really.
Right, right. It is actually.
Yeah. Quite a testament. So Ken, does keep on top of mind also to the extent that he can Zen. There is a Zen movie script that I wrote with a friend who's also an established director and producer and writer himself. I can't mention his name for various reasons at the moment, but Ken has that in his hands, and there's been interest on and off for animation. So one of these days, with a little luck, knock on wood, we'll
Yeah.
see Zen on the screen.
These things always take a long time to materialize. So it's all part of the process. That's why I'm so confident.
Oh yeah.
And Zen has been standing the test of time since before I even came on board.
Yeah, well, he's been optioned for film twice in the past,
Hmm.
and optioned for animation once or twice in the past, and those deals didn't happen, which is kind of typical in Hollywood. But we're going to be, having another shot at it soon.
Yeah.
Now, Josiah says a great writing teacher taught me with a good screenplay, the writer should guide the director's eye without the director knowing they're being guided. Well, that's pretty brilliant.
That sounds like abduction, man.
Yeah, yeah, Josiah, that was a good teacher, all right. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that. Josiah's working on the ultimate Zen history, if you will, like a documentary, right? Right,
Yeah.
Josiah? And
That's
I
cool.
saw a little. Josiah like just posted a little thing
Uh-huh.
from it recently. I think that like the opening looked very cool. Josiah is one of our great friends and boosters. Just amazing guy, and quite a talented guy who has his first novel being published shortly. We'll be sure to promote that. Zen. There's the Zen Intergalactic Ninja Facebook group, which Josiah actually established, and that's a great place. If anyone watching or listening hasn't joined, it's probably the best place to get the most up to the minute news on all things Zen. It's I don't know if Josiah can post like how they get there. I think you just go to Facebook and you search through in the groups Zen Intergalactic Ninja, but happy to be corrected on that.
Gotcha.
Bill, you're really rocking on this page.
I like drawing. I like drawing this guy.
I
This is a
know.
cool looking this bounty hunter killer dude.
Yeah,
He's a lot of fun to draw. Plus he's got like a nice '90s vibe to
yeah.
his costume and his armament and all that stuff.
Well, speaking of other bounty hunters who are gonna show up in this epic, one of them is from the '90s, and that's a guy named Black Hole Bob. I don't know how many people watching or listening might be familiar with Black Hole Bob. He only appeared in one book, which was a Christmas special. The title of that story was Total Lobotomy. And uh, Black Hole Bob is sort of like a berserker old West bounty hunter in outer space, right? And he's making his second appearance after, like, 20 some odd years in Bounty Wars. But I can guarantee you, there's going to be a lot more appearances from him. And if you can, you Google that book, right?
Hmm.
You'll see this amazing cover by another supremely talented artist, Nelson DeCastro. He typically just went by his first name, Nelson. Uh, uh, I don't think I have access to that book at the moment, but I'll be showing it on one of these live streams. And that cover is like iconic. It's the ultimate expression of Black Hole Bob.
Here we go. Let me leave this here. Oh, Josiah says, "Oh yeah, yes sir. Mostly edited. Yep. The novel includes a Zen reference.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Cool. Let's see. Let me go over here real quick. I just want to copy a quick link and throw it into the chat.
Okay.
Because for people watching later on, I just want it to be handy. And of course, I'll have the link to our Kickstarter in the description of the YouTube video, just in case anybody watching would like to check out the campaign and see what we're all about, see what Zen's all about.
Absolutely.
Make it a little bit easier for you guys to find us.
Yeah, the Kickstarter has just officially concluded its first week. We have 3 weeks to go, and we've crossed the one, as you mentioned with Pops, we've crossed the 100 backer threshold. And we've exceeded our goal. So now we're heading towards the $6,000 stretch goal first level, which is going to give the book, all of the various book covers, the variants, a spot UV gloss, which really makes it pop, and we'll clearly get there. And so you can pretty much figure that those books are all going to have an amazing glossy cover. Bill, I got to tell you, you're really at the peak of your powers. Your work's always seriously. Your work's always been good, but it's like you're hitting on all cylinders now, man.
Yeah, well, I seriously appreciate that, man. That's awesome.
It's true. It's true.
Well, I know people are going to really enjoy this script, and they're going to enjoy the story because it's not. It's got a lot of layers to it.
Yeah. I worked on it for quite a little while, and I'm very proud of it. It to me, it's like the ultimate statement on what it means to be a bounty hunter. There's a lot of action and a lot of fun in the book, which is typical for Zen. But this one has a lot of content. I saw a trailer for a movie coming out that looks very cool. It's something that Zen would approve of. It's based on a TV show that Lee Majors starred in way back in the day, The Fall Guy.
Oh yeah.
And who was
you said Lee Majors, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna know what this is.
Right, but the Fall Guy in this new movie is Ryan Gosling, otherwise known as Ken in Barbie. But
sure.
But everybody should check out that trailer. There's 2 trailers, but has a really nice Zen-ish kind of vibe to it. There's a lot of action, but there's also a lot of humor and a little seriousness to it too. So it looks good to me, and I rarely see a trailer that kind of grabs me. That's cool, Bill. So, Bill, we're almost at the half hour mark. Just letting you know, it's amazing
Gotcha.
how fast this goes. But boy, you've done a lot in a half hour. I've got to be honest. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I got a little bit more done than I thought I would. I mean, I had the page kind of started up before the show started,
Yeah.
just because I wanted to, give people a little something to look at.
Now, page two is pretty much done in terms of inking, right?
It's getting close. Yeah, it's getting close.
So I'm wondering, because at this stage we only have page one posted on the Kickstarter page.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a game plan as to when you'll like colorize and letter page two, or will you do that maybe here? Start working on that here next week so we can get page two up on the.
I probably won't wait until the show next week to start coloring this one, because I do want to have some more previews up on the Kickstarter page.
Okay, cool.
So next week we'll probably be drawing and inking something completely new.
Very cool.
We'll be moving a little further ahead.
Sounds good to me.
Got his space shotgun here.
This looks cool.
It'll be cool when the color gets put in, because I could put like a little glow on the end of the barrel, like he just shot the guy,
Yep.
Like all these nice little touches you could do with the digital. Some things like you want them to stay like as organic as possible, but then like when you put in those little digital touches later, it really makes it pop really cool.
Yep. Well, this is the antithesis of AI, Bill. This is building a comic from the ground up, which is really the only way to do it.
Well, there's a lot of things too, like when you're like when you're writing, you understand the creative process because you do this when you write, I'm sure. But the thing about doing something with AI, it's like you give that description, it spits it out. Okay, that's that way. But what I like to do is I like to change my mind halfway through things. I like to sculpt it and whittle out the parts I don't want, or if I think something looks cool, I want it to be an expression of me, not just a product of.
Yeah, well, the whole AI thing is kind of crazy right now, if you ask me.
Oh, it's quite the triggery subject right now. So I'm glad I'm not in the middle of it.
Me too.
We run a drama-free show over here.
We do, and there's a lot of drama out there in the ether, and we try to stay away from that.
Yeah, there's no reason for it. It's like we're here for the comics. It's like I'm here to escape and have a good time with these comics.
Yeah.
But you're right. We got to the 30-minute mark. We got a little bit done. Let me see. Let me pull the camera back a little bit. I think I just about killed this pen. This pen died a good death.
Right. We're into page 3 almost.
Yeah.
It's going to be inking. Perfect. Great. So
Pops. Say my name and I will appear. I know. I just saw your note right before we started the show, Pops. We actually found the Nira X Cyber Angel ash can that we took to San Diego to introduce her new series. That's way back. That's day one stuff right there. Let's see. Was Black Hole Bob also in the April Fool special?
I think that was the one where we did a goof on Madonna.
Oh, okay.
We called her like Mad Donna or something.
Oh, okay.
Because we did a lot of satirical stuff too. I don't think he was in there.
That is the big
controversy here. Mouth or no mouth. Well, look, he's got a nose and a mouth now. but he also has a breathing mask that when he puts it on, kind of brings him back to his original look. So you have it both ways.
Exactly, exactly. So that's where Steve has met me in the middle, because like as you can see there, it's like he basically has his original look, but you could tell that he's wearing some kind of tech,
Yeah.
some kind of apparatus.
Yeah.
And even here you could see it like a little bit better, but it follows the contours of his face and it morphs in and out. So that was a good way to kind of like compromise and meet the publisher in the middle a little bit with whether or not he has a face or not, because I know how some of my friends and fans feel about the face and about the not the face, yes face, no face. So
Right.
yeah, we go back and forth about that quite a bit.
Right. True.
But I'm excited about where he's headed. This series is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm just really looking forward to it. Steve, any last words before we head on out?
Well, I want to just thank everybody who has already, pledged and supported this enterprise. And if you haven't, I'd appreciate it if you would check out the Kickstarter. And thanks again, and we'll see you next week.
Exactly. We'll see you next week. We'll be here doing the same thing, working on Zen Bounty Wars, and we'll be here Sunday at 10 p.m. On the way out, I do have a special little surprise for you guys. I've got a little bit of process video of Cat Mouse's Power of Zen cover. She's got one of our variant covers for this issue.
It's
and
awesome.
so you guys can see a little bit of her process and see what that cover looks like. And then we'll play some credits out. Thanks so much, everybody. I appreciate you guys being here. All right. Good night, everybody.
Happy Easter.